What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are just taking a quick look at Verasity here, and as we can see, it's looking like we are continuing, to chop sideways over the past week or so. You can see a little bit of a coiling motion here, where we're kind of, essentially chopping sideways in a little bit of an area here before we get a small amount of a range, I would say. But really, Veracity's just been heading down over the past, basically the entire bear market, but more so over the past few weeks. You can see here we've kind of got maybe a bit of a descending wedge kind of formation, looking something like this maybe. Hard to know, but at the very least looking like something like this. Just like a lot of altcoins at the minute, we have seen a lot of descending wedge formations. You got your high, your low, your high, and then we've come down, tested the low, and now we're looking essentially for a break back to the upside here to retest the high of a wedge kind of formation. You can see coiling up into this area with smaller and smaller candles, some decreasing volume as well somewhat. And really, if we did see a nice little breakout of this wedge after we retest this high here, you could see at least a little bit of sideways movement for Verasity like this, maybe even potentially getting back up into that previous range, depending on how much momentum we would get in the altcoin market. But from what we're seeing, we are just going to keep continuing to the downside by the looks of things, aren't we? Overall, I mean, you could say this wedge, it could even continue all the way back here, couldn't it, like this? And then you could have a resistance formed like this, which would be an interesting one, because that would be, you got your resistance, and then you break out and you retest as support, which could be, one of your first signs that you're getting out of those kind of bearish trends. But you can see for Verasity, we've got a long way to go before we break out of that bear market downtrend. You can see here it hasn't been retested for a long time here, and really that's what you need to be looking for Verasity before you consider any kind of bullish momentum fully in the market. Is a breakout of that level, a back test, and then getting back up through some of these key areas here. Obviously, the altcoin market recently been very bearish indeed, making lower lows and lower highs. And I think realistically, if I did see Verasity come back into this level here, up here around that, what is that, 1/4 of a cent level, I'd probably be looking to put a short in this area with the stop loss inside the range like this, because realistically you're probably going to see a rejection here and a continuation to that key level of support, aren't you? So that is really it for today, guys. I do think we're probably just going to see more continued down pressure in the short term for Verasity, but mid to long term, still super bullish on this project. I think it's going to do extremely well. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.